guys, you're late. We said that you'd come round here for our sleepover. What time is it? You said you'd come round at 11. It's 11:50. So we're a little bit behind in what we planned to do this weekend, but thanks for coming over, you know, for this bookish sleepover that we planned to do together. So kind of you. I'm not sure what book you guys decided to read, but I decided to pick up I Wish You Would, and this is the blind book box that I chose. I think I went to the Works, and it was in like a brownish wrapper, and it was like £2.50. So I was like, oh, I'm kind of intrigued, let's pick this one up. And that is this one. And after reading the synopsis, it sounds like a teenage romance / emotional roller coaster. And because I'm kind of in my emotional trauma area books, I thought, why don't we pick this book up? Because it's less than 300 pages. It's 277. So I feel like that's manageable. Let me know what you guys are reading, please, and thank you, so we can so I can talk about it, you know. As we discussed, I am going to do an autumnal kind of like bacon banana bread. I'm very excited for that. Korean chicken in the air fryer for tea. You're gonna love the recipe I found. You're gonna love it. Face masks, candles, maybe a movie, like a romance movie later tonight. We'll see how we're feeling after reading our books together. And then tomorrow, I know I mentioned going on this hike, which I am going to do. I've got some new socks, some hiking socks, and we're going to have to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. It's a full day session. I'll show you the clips that I record, and then you can show me the ones that you record, and it's going to be a nice adventure. So today's kind of like the warm-up for tomorrow, like relaxing your muscles, relaxing your mind before the trauma of this really long hike picks up. You know, I'm so excited. Oh my god, yes. So the synopsis of this book is 7 secrets on the loose, 7 private confessions that could lead to love or disaster. It's senior sunrise, which I have no idea what it is. Do you know? Because I really don't. The epic overnight at the beach that kicks off at senior year. For Natalia and Ethan, it's also their first time together since they almost crossed the line from best friends to something more, and everything got ruined. I mean, we've all been there, you know. When the chance comes to confess what they'd do if they were braver in a private letter, a senior sunrise tradition. Oh, that's kind of like To All the Boys I've Loved Before. This could be exciting. Natalia pours her heart out, so do the rest of her class. But when Natalia panics and tries to retrieve her letter, the wind scatters 7 other notes across the beach. Now Ethan and Natalia are forced to work together to find the lost letters before any of their secrets are revealed, especially their own. I just feel this is a chick flick in a book, and I'm so excited. I've matched my outfit with this. I'm looking very naked. This colour is not my colour. I'm trying to make it work because it's Gymshark and it's not cheap. And I have the matching pants. I'm not wearing them there. I'm wearing some bright pink pants. I'm just trying. I am just trying. But oh my god, this is going to be so cute. I need to update my book journal later today as well. It's looking like ridiculously thick, and I'm so proud of this. Like this. I mean, I know I started last year. You guys, you told me to do it, so I was just like, you know what, I'm obsessed. But I'm quite behind on it, so I need to update that. I do want to do like a little thing about today's weekend, some pictures of like the walk we're gonna do, the baking. I just want it to kind of like an actual journal. So I want today to be written down in here like an actual journal, and I'm excited for that. Oh my god, let's just get into it. I might do some baking. No, I'm going to start reading. Let's read together first, and then we'll do some baking soon. Yay! so sorry for not talking to you. I've just been so wrapped up in this book that I've just sat here and read. I have made banana bread though, and I'm so excited for you to try it because it looks so good. So I saw this video on Instagram, and basically I'm feeling autumnal, so I'm wanting to like bake and like candles and comfy pajamas and stuff like that. But I saw this girl on Instagram and she was doing loads of different banana breads, and she had this maple syrup banana bread, and I was like, oh my god, that looks beautiful, I'm gonna try that. So that's the recipe that I've tried. Mine was a little bit more watery than hers, so I put a little more flour in, but it still didn't have the same consistency as hers, so I'm a little bit dubious how it's going to turn out. But this house smells so nice, doesn't it? It smells of just sweetness with cinnamon. So we'll try that later. That should be done within like 10 minutes. Anyway, I am on page 128. I know I really should have told you earlier about how my update, but I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of toxic, which we all know. I love those books. I shouldn't, but I really do. They're in like late school. It's American, so it's different years to what we do over here, but I think it's in relation to late high school, pre-college, in that era, I believe. And it's two best friends, and they have this pact basically saying that if they kind of like do not lose their virginity until a certain point, they'll do it with each other, because you're meant to like lose your virginity with someone who you like, who means a lot to you. It's meant to be an important time in your life. So they have this pact. They were going to continue with this pact, but then they kind of both chickened out for different reasons, and that was at prom night, and that was before the summer holidays. And this is now after the summer holidays, when they're going to go back to school, back into education, and they haven't spoken for the whole of summer. So you kind of like getting different aspects of each like side, because it's a chapter in her point of view, then it's a chapter in his point of view. And what I'm liking is it's not straightforward. Like each person is giving you like a little snippet of like the past, like what happened in the past for them to change their mind, and what's happened in the future. And they both still like each other, but they're trying to pretend, you know, because they're cool, they're in school, and it's not meant to be. They're pretending they don't have feelings for each other. And there's other love interests in there, and it is quite toxic because they're lying to each other, and they're just doing things to like, I don't know, like get something out of the other two. Like she'll hold this guy's hand to get her main guy to like kick off. Natalia kind of has this thing where when she gets really stressed out, she looks at a colour and then she'll think about painting, because she used to paint when she was younger, and that's her like her calm. And then Ethan, he is the volleyball captain, he likes sport, but they've known each other for such a long time that they're kind of like that. So this is a weird time in their life because of what happened. Like they were like topless in bed with each other, and then they just didn't proceed. So they've kind of already gone past that friendship mark, but emotionally they are way past it. I mean, I think we've all been through that. Do you know, when like you're in high school and you've got like a boy best friend, and you just think like you get along so well, do you risk it for a biscuit and go over that line into the relationship side, or do you stay in the friendship zone? We've all been through that. You know, it's just one of those things that you just have to like have a pros and cons list to the relationship, and that's exactly what this is, and I'm quite enjoying it. I am roughly halfway through now, so I'm excited. What time is it? I've been sat here, I don't even know what time it is. It's 4 o'clock. Wow, you came round at 12. I'm so sorry. Like it's fine. Still raining outside, isn't it? It's so nice, so nice. I'm gonna continue reading this. I mean, I'll bring you with me, obviously, once I do this banana bread. And then we are also going to eat, what we're going to eat? Korean chicken that's in the slow cooker currently. We're going to have Korean chicken and rice for tea. So I hope you'll like that, because that's been in the slow cooker for nearly 6 hours now. So I'll give you an update when I have one. just come across this quote, right, and I really want to tell you because I am sat here and I'm just like, and it's perfect, it's perfection, honestly. You two have always had this snow globe thing, like your own magical world. Everyone else can see it, but you're so deep in it you can't. I'm just shaking the snow for you. Like I'm in love. I'm in love. I have another quotation. I can't get mad at the ocean for making waves, dude. I'm a surfer. It's kind of a conversation where how things lead, like if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and that's a different way of saying it, and I'm just, it's insanely deep, this book. Like, it's, if you've never heard of this, or if you wanting like a personal, inspirational, deep meaning book to read, I recommend reading this because it's just, yeah, it's real. It's real. You might be thinking, why the background's a little bit different. It's because I changed it. I cannot believe I finished this without you, but I finished it and I had such a fun time. And then I finished this and then decided I'm getting a new bookshelf, and this isn't where everything's going, but I had a small one here and I just moved it there on this side of the desk, and I want to see how it would go because that's where that would go. And then I've been getting a new bookshelf behind me. So I just thought I would play things around, and then I realised you went with me, so apologies. But I just wanted to talk about this book first because it's getting late, I need to get rid of bed and I'm kind of tired, so I've just chucked on a jumper because I'm cold. And then I want to go and do some like skincare, put a face mask on, put hair in a plait, that type of thing, and you can come with me and we can talk about this book together. I cannot believe I finished this book and then you went with me. Where were you when I was finishing this book? Because it was so cute. It's the same opinion that I said earlier. I really enjoyed it. It's a 4-star read. It just made you realise your feelings. You were just sat there and you were just thinking and be like, oh my god, true. It just had you going through the feelings, and I was crying later on in this book just because it just, people just open up to their feelings, and it was just really nice and satisfying for people to open up that way. It was just really cute and it was sweet and I loved it. And yeah, definitely recommend if you want something that's quite heartwarming, this is the book for you guys. Very much so. It is quite late. I am thinking I'm going to be starting another book, just starting it. I do want to do some skincare tonight, put a face mask on, chill out, maybe put a romance movie on while I'm in bed with a face mask on. We shall see. Also, I forgot to bring you along when I redid my background. It's not finished. It's just the small thing I had here that is now on this side of my desk. I am getting a big bookshelf, and I just wanted to see if the movement around would actually work before I go and proceed to buy this big bookshelf. But I've got my miniature bookshelf here and it's really nice to look at. I'm not finished with it. Like, I'll show you in a second. I'm not finished with how it looks currently, but it makes me happy because now I know I can get another big bookshelf because I am running out of space. And it's quite comical because I am trying my hardest not to buy books. I am trying my hardest to just read the books I've got, just read the physical books that I've got. And I do have a monthly subscription, and then every now and then, like, I get pre-orders sent to me and things. And I'm not the kind of girl to just shove books on her shelf. I like decorational pieces. Anyway, I'll show you in a second, and then we can get some skincare going, start a new book, give you an update on what book I'm choosing, because this one is finished, it's done and dusted, ticked off the list. Excited. I need to make sure I do have it in the night because of tomorrow. I'm getting up at 6 o'clock to go on this really long hike. We'll take a couple of hours, bring you along to that. We can go through some nature and you'll leave me. You will leave me for this sleepover. It's a long day. It's a long sleepover, but you're worth it. When I used to take my makeup off, we are in the bathroom. It's been done up since you guys were last here. Like, we've got furniture and it's white, and I mean the shower's still gross, but whatever. I'm not that rich to redo the shower. It's a couple of grand. I don't have that available. Free money. Right, I have actually chosen the book that I'm going to read. It's Leave Me Behind by K.M. Morinova, and you guys know that I am obsessed with that girl. She does like insanely toxic reads about love interest, and it's just, you read it and you just like, what on earth am I reading? Like, it's just such a mindfuck reading it. Anyway, K.M. Morinova is about these two people who kind of like are in the spy category, and this one girl has a one-night stand, and it turns out that it's her superior, and he's like a no-no, he's a ghost. He's like, I can't remember his name. Is it Ghost? Is something like Ghost, Skeleton, something dark like that, and it should have been like a no-no. Anyway, it turns out they have a one-night stand, and she's like, oh, fuck's sake, blah, 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 blah. And she goes on a mission with her superior, which obviously they've had sex, and when they need to evac a certain situation, he's unable to do so, and she sticks with him, and apparently that really unravels. But with it being a K.M. Morinova book, I'm really intrigued to how it's going to go, just because, like I said, it's a proper mindfuck, and I'm very much excited to read that. With that most recent book being quite like emotional, I'm kind of wanting to go on the emotional ride. I have soap in my eye, and this hurts. This hurts so much. Anyway, this is a standalone book, and I'm quite excited because I want to finish obviously the physical books that I've got currently, but I don't want to start a new series, and I think this is a good start because it's a standalone book. And I've got the physical copy. I've also got it on Kindle because I believe it's on Kindle Unlimited, which makes me happy because sometimes you just don't want to read a physical book. But I'm trying to get my TBR down, so I feel like it's the best of both worlds. She's got so many books that I am starting to buy, and then I am realising that I can't read because it's the start of a new series, and it's like a non-stop issue. It's just never ending. It's never ending. But if you want something quite emotional and you want something that'll just hurt your heart, I definitely recommend looking into her books. Like I said, they are all on Kindle Unlimited. The one book that got me into her was the Alcross Academy books, and I've done a vlog and I'll attach it up here. It was the first date night I ever did. It was a K.M. Morinova book. It was the Alcross Academy book 1, and that one I was obsessed with. It was so dark, so gruesome, smutty. It had loads of twists in there as well, and the story plot was quite intriguing. It was really, really good. People with powers, but not everybody has powers, but not everybody's powers have like awoken, and you only get awoken if you go through trauma and stuff. And the society where they want your powers to come out, they basically kill everybody over a certain age. So if you are younger and your powers haven't awoken yet, and you see your like mum and dad and say like older sibling kind of go pop, and all the body melts and it's all really gross, and like their eyeballs popping out their head, obviously you're going to be really distraught and really like, what the fuck's going on? So then your powers will come out and show, and because of that they train those people to be, again, kind of like this one, but kind of like spies. They train them to be war soldiers, and there's love interest. You kind of don't know which one you're preferring. It's a wild ride. I loved the first book. The second one kind of dragged a little bit, but it was still really fun to go through. Like, I still quite enjoyed it. And I'm kind of hoping this Leave Me Behind is on the same vibe as that. I have 5 of her books in total, and a couple of them are in like the start of a series. So this one's just standalone, so that's obviously why I'm going to read it. But yeah, I'm quite excited because I'm feeling twisted. I am feeling twisted, which is a really concerning thing to say. I haven't been able to exercise like properly for a while because I've had my nose cauterised, and that's like a minor operation. You can't exercise because of the blood clotting. And then I had my wisdom tooth for me, which again, you can't exercise again because of blood clotting. So it's just So I'm kind of really excited to get back into the walking tomorrow. It's not, I mean, yes, it is, it's quite a long journey. I think it's like maybe 3 or 4 hours in total. That's like a steady walk. I mean, if you proper stomp, you can probably do it in maybe 2 hours. But you're proper out in nature, and I'm quite excited to get back into it because I do miss it. I'm getting that all clear from my dentist this Thursday, so tomorrow for you guys, just to see if I can go ahead of it. And I've still got my stitches in, so it's been nearly 3 weeks now, and they're just still there, and I don't know if they're dissolvable or if he's going to remove it. I'm thinking of putting like one of these masks on because I don't really fancy putting one of those face scary things, you know what I mean? I can't bother putting one of those on, so I'm thinking of just putting one of these on for the time being. I think because of my eyelashes, they're quite big and I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to put on some blue and turn into a Maya Smurf. Not gonna lie, I'm probably going to make myself a cup of tea, get into bed, read for a little bit, and then I'm probably just going to go to sleep. Make myself a cup of tea. That is definitely a top tier situation. That is a must. Wash us off and yeah, go to bed. Like I said, I want to be in bed early and have a well rested night to say I'm up quite early tomorrow on my Sunday, may I add. Yeah, now that that's done and dusted, I'm gonna go. I'll read the book. You might see me, you might not, we shall see. But I'll speak to you tomorrow. Probably after my nature walk, probably after you see all the footage of me in the nature, probably after 4 hours of me exercising. Speak soon. That walk was tiring. I am so tired. It was such a beautiful walk with the clips I have just shown, and I think date night's legit over. Like, I want to go to sleep. I want to take my makeup off. I just want to relax. I am tired. It's been such a good weekend. So we're finished. I wish you would. And I am on page 99 of Leave Me Behind. And if you have not read a KM Moranova book before, please do. If you want a little bit of twist, a little bit of dark. So basically, there's this massive trigger warning here. Let me read it out to you. Are you prepared? If you are sensitive / easily offended to any of the below subjects, please do not read this book. This book includes the following: physical violence, explicit sex scenes, pain, kink, blood play, morbid humour, explicit gore, death, explicit language, extreme bullying, which is in bold, harassment, sexual assault, non-con, in bold, dubcon, sexist behaviour, war trauma, aspects of war, PTSD, mention of rape, and home intrusion / murder. So it's not one of those like light-hearted reads. You read this book when you're kind of wanting something that kind of leaves you like, what the fuck am I reading? You know, one of those. And she has not disappointed. It's got to a point now where we were driving home, I was a passenger, and just before we got home, before I read this clip, it got to a really intense scene and I wasn't able to finish it because I wanted to speak to you guys. I just want to continue and read it all. It's a decent sized read. This is how much I've read and I just want to get into it, but I'm tired. I've had such a good weekend with you guys. It's been so nice chilling out, finishing a couple books, you know, doing one of the 3 Yorkshire Peaks. It was really, really nice and I'm here for it. But I know you need to go home now because it's been a long weekend and I've had you for the whole weekend and then you need to go home to your family. So let's do that again because I have enjoyed it. And I hope you've enjoyed it too. Drive safe. Bye.
Falling down the hill.
None of that makes any sense.